see you. Thank you. Oh, it's great to be here. My name's Marshall Thomas. Thanks. How are y'all doing tonight? Okay. Excellent. Okay, and I can just feel the intelligence. Y'all have been to some higher learning institutions. Yeah. Do we have any college students here tonight? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I went to university and worked on my socialization skill. It seems that these days most 20-year-olds shave. Not their face. Down there. Yeah, surprise. Imagine my surprise. I mean, I'm like 70s man. Ooh, it's not a fro, it's just me, you know. And they're like, oh, say hello to Telly Savalas. Y'all aren't that old. Okay, good. Kids today, spending valuable time shaving their junk. What is the world coming to, I thought initially. My default reaction, my knee-jerk reaction is always negative. Crabs were dying out in large areas of the country, and they were only being seen in certain regions like, I don't know, loggers in Maine. An ancient life form going back many millions of years was gradually becoming extinct. A scourge of humanity was being wiped out on the order of polio or smallpox. It was epic. 20-somethings, give yourselves a round of applause. You didn't wipe out smallpox. You didn't wipe out polio like your grandparents. You have wiped out crabs. Right on, man. Crab lice. Most of you have never experienced it, and just for you, I'm going to paint you a picture. I will relate the following in the sincere hope that you do not make the mistakes that I have made. The following story is true. The names have been changed to protect the not-so-innocent. When I was 20 years old, I met a young woman from out of town, newly moved into the area, and after a close consultation, we parted. I was left with a memento, crab lice. Something I had never experienced, could not have even imagined at 20 years old. Your genitals are surrounded by hair and a fat pad, fatty tissue. The hair acts as dry lubricant, and the fat pad is for, well, I'll let you tell me what the fat pad is for. This tender environment is the Garden of Eden for crabs. Picture a primordial sea creature with a hard exoskeleton like a crab, and fierce jaws and claws, miniaturized, silent, hungry, crawling slowly down the shaft of your pubic hair into the soft flesh at the base of the hair follicle, painlessly entering your body, thirsting for human flesh 5 times a day, laying eggs, multiplying, spreading without pain, without sensation, without your knowledge. Clueless to your situation, it is nearly a week before suddenly you are awakened by a strange sensation. Has anyone seen the movie Alien? Well, of course, of course. Well then, you kind of know what I'm talking about. The pain and the itching sensation is hard to describe. It is so intense that it drives the sufferer to, in essence, take out tweezers and one by one pull the stricken hair follicles out at the roots and gaze upon this primordial ancient nightmare hanging on to the follicle. In pain, disgust, and bewilderment, the sufferer begins to wonder how this scourge could have jumped from apes to humans 30 million years ago. The image of interspecies congress comes to mind and is quickly discarded. Discarded for the more palatable image of an ancient ancestor climbing the trees, seeking sanctuary, and climbing into the nest of leaves that's been abandoned. Why, Lord, why? In times like these, tweezers in hand, staring at the primordial curse, why, Lord, if you really love us, why would you do this to us? Louis Pasteur, the Pope of Science, and me thinking the same thoughts. Great minds, people. Great minds. Now, except for a few hipsters, lumberjacks, and the occasional sex worker, this scourge has been forever lifted. Who says that this next generation doesn't have what it takes, huh? I say, these people, it may not be polio, it may not be smallpox, but God bless this generation, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for them. A little respect for the future, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. That's right.